We're live.
We're live.
We're live right here at the Premier Collectibles.com/prevail.
Backslash, I think.
Oh, what does that mean?
Not this way, this way.
But I said this way.
But then you said this way.
Okay, all right. Anyway, we're here and we're doing it, whatever. Here we are.
Here's
it's right here. Here's the link. This is where you want to go. We are streaming. This is so exciting.
I know.
My new book, Collecting Confidence, just dropped.
Yesterday.
You know, that's what the kids are saying.
Yes,
now.
it dropped.
It's dropped. It's not like out or released. It's like my new book dropped on Tuesday. I've got 2 teenage boys, can't y'all tell? And tonight we get to do a live book signing. You know what's so great about it? Can I just tell you, I love the internet.
Yes.
I love this kind of thing because we can just get together. We can do a live book signing and then it comes to you. And like we get to have this interaction because we're going to have questions.
Yeah, we got lots of questions. You can go here to input your questions. Well, we're going to be answering questions in real time.
Yeah.
And I believe also on Facebook. So you can put a question there.
Are we on Facebook now?
Yeah, we're on Facebook on, I think it's your page.
My page, Kimberville.
Yeah.
Okay. Boy, we had a lot of lives. Like this has been an exciting week. So much business. I know. Okay. Where should we start? Because
I think let's start. First of all, just remind you again that this is the link. The link right
y'all,
here.
this is Amy, by the way.
Hey, everybody.
This is my best friend, business partner for over 20 years. There's so much about the book in here, and I'm glad we're doing this together because you're going to do the housekeeping stuff.
Yes. So let's talk about how you can get the signed book because that's what we're all here for, right? So you can get a signed copy. Kim is actually going to be signing some books right now as we sit here. But you can go to premiercollectibles.com/Belle and purchase your book right now, and then we'll get it out into the mail to you, I guess, in a couple of days. So you'll probably have it.
You'll probably have it at least in a week or so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that I just want to say one more thing before we get started. I just think this is the perfect way to. We've got a lot of gift-giving things coming up.
Oh, we do. Mother's Day,
graduations. This is such a great. Oh my gosh, such a great gift for a young girl in your life that's maybe graduated from high school or college and is getting ready to.
Or
what
was a Kim of Queens fan?
Was a Kim of Queens fan that's launching, getting ready to go into the world. I mean, I've read the book cover to cover more than once, and I can tell you, yes, I read it.
Tell me you wrote it more.
Yes,
oh my Lord,
I've read it 3 times, and there is so many. What I keep calling, there's so many little nuggets in here.
There's a lot of nuggets,
a lot of good nuggets.
Okay.
During the whole broadcast live stream, go to the link and get yours.
And any questions you have, nothing is off limits. So I mean, even to what color of rod that I have on. Which I know you don't care. I'm just telling you.
Do you
I have
one
a
on?
Yeah, I do. She's so crazy.
Well,
but you never know about me. Sometimes it's almost. How did we get off of bras? Go ahead.
I don't know. Let's start with a couple questions.
We already have some.
Questions? Okay. Yeah. So actually, this is a great first question. This is from Sherry in Tennessee.
Okay.
Sherry says, "What inspired you to write this book now?" I like how she added now.
Who is Sherry?
Sherry in Tennessee.
Sherry, what inspired me to write this book was, I think the timing was right. I think we're in a crisis of confidence in the whole entire world. It's so funny to me how you get confidence is now like a new buzzword out there. And how do you know? Because I've been writing this for about 1.5 years. And confidence is this elusive thing that you think that you can obtain or get or, manifest or, emulate. And it's really something so much deeper. And I think everybody's ready to go deeper. I think people are ready to really find out who they are and why they're here. I know for me, that's been my journey. I know for you, that's been your journey, because I talk about a little bit of your journey in here and the lessons that we have learned and I have collected along the way, because I believe we're all born with crazy confidence. I believe we're born with it. And life chips away at it and we lose it. And so this book is just a reminder about how confident you were and collecting that back, going and picking up all those broken pieces that maybe have fallen off or chipped off or been taken away from your confidence level in your life, and you're collecting it back and making it whole again. What?
That reminds me, can I tell a little story?
Oh, God. Why? What is the story?
When you were talking about that you think we were born with confidence.
I do.
And have a lot of confidence when we're born. It reminds me of when your boys were little. Now her boys are almost 16 and 14.
Yes.
And remember that time, I think I told you, I don't know if you were with me. I was at Chick-fil-A with the boys, and they were really, really small. And we were at Chick-fil-A with dogs, I don't remember, but it doesn't matter.
Somewhere not good, somewhere fast food.
And we were in the playground area. And Blanton is the younger one, and he was very young at the time. And like, I want to say 2, maybe, I don't know. And some kid in the playground area was kind of picking on Bo and being a little mean.
Who's my oldest?
Who was the older one. And I was just kind of sitting back watching it, and it wasn't bad. You know, I would have stepped in, but anyway. So Blanton, I remember he walked by, and he kind of went to the kid. I mean, he's a teeny little thing, but he was like, you know, it was like he was sticking up for his big brother, and he was so small, he didn't even think about that. It was yeah.
And because he has crazy confidence.
Yeah.
He didn't know not to do that.
Right.
And I think, like, for me growing up too, I remember I used to take my hairbrush and just go, how will I know? I would just sing and carry on and just, you know, just fearless and think I could do and be anything. And that is what I'm talking about. And you probably remember those times for you know, before the trauma set in, or before the you know, terrible things, the divorce, the mistakes, the this, the that happened to you in your life. You had, as this young kid, really, really fearless confidence. I mean, there's a time you can remember back into your life when that happened.
Oh yeah.
Or you had it.
Yeah.
And that's where the book kind of takes you back and makes you think.
I love it.
I do.
This is good. This is a good segue into the next question.
Okay.
Our next question is from Lily.
I love that name.
In South Carolina.
Hey, what part?
It doesn't say. It just says South Carolina. Okay, I think this is a really good question. Have you always been so full of confidence? And then what practical disciplines do you have in your life that help a person become more confident? So have you always been so confident, and what are some practical disciplines?
Yeah, no, I'm not always been so confident. I wasn't confident 3 days ago. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I do.
Yeah, this is brief. Yeah, no, I'm not always confident, and I've not always been confident, but I'm telling you what I have been is consistent. So confidence is not always consistent, but you have to be.
What do you mean by that?
You can have a crisis of confidence. Like, you can get down on yourself, or you can doubt, or someone can speak something into you that makes you stumble. I was just on the phone before we started this with a good friend of mine, and her son, oh God, he got something on him. You know what I mean by that? He's going to be a senior next year. I won't say his name and embarrass him, but he's just got a little something extra.
Yeah.
So, do you know what I'm talking about? What do you think I mean by that?
Just a little spark, a little.
He's got a little it.
Yeah.
Whatever it is,
Right,
he's got
right.
it. And he is so beat down. He doesn't. First of all, he doesn't see it. Okay, because he's a teenage boy, so they don't see but anything much. And he's been beat down emotionally and verbally by some of the coaches he has had in his life experiences. I hate it because he is such a neat kid, so different and special, and just all the good things that's going to serve him later on in his life. And but he's having a crisis of confidence, and I remember those times in my life. I'm sure you do too. I'm sure you do. What you have to do is, when you're young, they seem to hit a little harder and become a little bit more deeper. And you cannot believe the whispers or the screams of others or your inner dialogue of yourself. You cannot believe those. You have to have a moment of decision where you say, I know I'm feeling this way. I know this is how it seems. I know this is what people think about me. I know I've screwed up, but there has to be a big but in your confidence. Now, we both have big butts. That's a whole nother show, and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. I'm talking about the big but where you're saying, yeah, I had that but. I'm gonna tell a little story.
Tell a story.
So I was so privileged to be a Steve Harvey recurring guest over and over and over again. One of his most booked guests on his talk show when he had it. And it was in Chicago, and we went out to LA for a couple seasons, but it was so great because I just love Steve and his candor. I love his hilarity. He's so funny. I love his faith. And I love his confidence. It really was strong. And I think we connected on that level. But I remember this one time in particular where the producers had given me my own field segment where I was going to confidence coach this young professor, and she was so smart.
Was she?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I remember the yes,
she was
Tracy,
such a smart
I think her name
Tracy,
was.
smarty McTardy.
Yes.
And I'm smart. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm not smart. I'm just street smart. I'm a little bit more intuitive than I am book smart. That's we can't have it all, people. So anyway.
That's a good question. Would you rather have street smarts or book smarts?
Listen, I'd rather have both, but you can't have it all. So I remember we were doing this. Lawrence Zarian, who's a good friend of mine, who's very confident as well, gave this beautiful girl a physical makeover. Her hair, and she had lashes and the long, I think she even had hair extensions, and her outfits was great. And she was standing out there, and I was coming on. My segment was to go out and help her in her dating life. And so I was standing behind the double doors on this huge soundstage in Chicago where Steve was taping. And Steve was out there, an audience full of 300 people, and here we go. And and they said, "Please welcome Kim Gravel." And I walked out, and Steve said out loud to a national audience, international really, and then all those people in the audience, "This is the most confident person I've ever met." Do you remember that?
I remember it. I was there.
Were you there?
I was there.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I was there when you filmed that.
And I remember walking out going, "Oh my God." Because at that moment when he spoke those words out, I didn't have any confidence.
Yeah.
I just thought, "Oh my gosh, I'm a fraud." That's the first thing that came to my mind. And so I said, "Oh my gosh, I'm a fraud." And I started just spiraling down going, "Oh my God, this girl's so smart. She's got an Ivy League education. She's a professor. What am I? I'm just a little country girl. Here you go." And I started spiraling.
Yeah.
And, what you gonna do? Just have a breakdown out there? So I had to push through and do it anyway. I just had to go, "Okay, let's get started." And I went through the segment. It was wonderful. It was beautiful. It was a great experience. And then a couple of days after the segment aired, that week, I was going in Twitter, and this really good looking, this dude was fit too. He was buff. I still have the tweet. Tweeted out, "This girl's ridiculous. She's the most insecure girl I've ever seen," or woman, whatever. If she just said girl, I thought it was a compliment. I think he just said, he might have said old lady. I don't know. But he was challenging my confidence. Who is she to confidence coach someone?
Right.
And when he said it, I normally never, ever respond to negative social media. So if you're typing something negative right now, be blessed and highly favored, honey, because you ain't going to get a like, thumbs up, or even a delete from me. I don't even try to study it. But this particular moment, I was like, you know what? I'm going to respond. Now, anybody that knows me, they think, "Oh my gosh, she is so nice." Tell people.
She's nice.
But I got a big butt.
But I would say you're more real. You're more.
I'm a warrior at heart.
I'm a fighter. I always say this. I always say, if there's a zombie apocalypse, I'm hanging with this one.
Come on. I'm a slice and dice, people. People think I'm so nice, but don't back me in no corner.
Oh gosh. Some people may not know that about you. You really do have a warrior spirit. You're
and a warrior, not a fighter.
No,
I'm a warrior,
for justice,
for the right things. And so for me, I don't respond to negative social media because it ain't worth the fight for me.
Right.
Who gonna win? I'm gonna win anyway. So why are we gonna go down that road? And plus, I'm not trying to annihilate people. That's not my mission. No. But I said I'm gonna respond. And so I actually sat there and thought about my response. And as I was thinking about my response to this guy who said, "You are the most insecure person I've ever seen," I just said, "You know what?" And I typed out these words: "You are right." Aren't we all? That insecurity lets you know that you're doing something right. What? Insecurities don't mess you up. They make you up.
Yeah. You need to say that again.
Okay. Insecurities, it's all in the book. They don't mess you up. They make you up. You got to read the book to find out what I mean by that. But it's the truth.
That's a hashtagable moment.
It's totally 1000% true, because this is what it is. I'm going to tell you a little nugget. You got to read it. Tell you a little nugget. Insecurities connect us all. Connection is power. Power gives you confidence. There you go.
Wow.
You think you out there alone, boo-boo kitty. You think you're sitting there alone. You think you're sitting there alone, insecure, thinking you're too fat, too thin, too tall, too old, too black, too white. You think you're too whatever. You're not alone. And that connection gives you power. It gives us this, oh my gosh, we have community. We have unity. That's what's wrong with this country.
Right.
We all the same, just in different ways, honey. That is what tries to stop us. I call it the enemy. The enemy is trying to get you isolated in your insecurities so you don't connect with people to know that we're all in this boat together so that we can build each other up to have this empowerment to walk in our full confidence and calling. Oh God, preacher, you better go on.
Well, I've never heard you say that before.
It's true.
And I've heard you say that. No, I want somebody to write this down. Somebody who knows us to give it to make sure we don't forget this. You said
is this going to be live afterwards? We can go back and listen.
Insecurities get us connected.
Being
connected gives us power. And power gives you confidence. I just got chills. I've never heard you say that before.
It's the truth.
That is so
Think
good.
about it. Think about it. When you isolate your insecurities, when you say, I am this, and this, because whatever follows your I am is so important. I'm telling you, I was just texting Amy all this crap the other day. Oh God, I'm just too old, Amy. I'm too this. How many times I say, I'm not a person that's always charge. That's not me. I'm not a fully confident person. So when Steve Harvey said you're the most confident woman I ever met, you know what? He's right in the fact that I'm consistently pursuing my calling. And I do that, and the faith in that gives me confidence. And also who you're connected to. Okay, what else did I say? What else was what part of the other question was?
Let's go ahead.
Another part of the question.
Oh, I think
I went on too long, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm long-winded. Just tell me to shut up.
I don't know where it is.
Put it on Twitter.
Put
it on Twitter. I'll respond.
It was what practical. I like this part of the question too. What practical things do you do, or can you tell me to get that confidence?
Okay. When I start listening to the lies of the insecurities, I start becoming very authentic and vulnerable. And I know we hear that word a lot. Get vulnerable, get real. Now, I'm not telling you go and tell all your dirty laundry to everybody on social media, because people overshare. And I'm guilty. You never overshare. I'm always overshare. In fact, I overshare for her. Tell all her business. But there's true, I want to say the word magic, but people get so crazy about magic. There's true serendipity. It's a big word.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but it's something good. There's true, look that word up.
Sarah, it means like,
you don't know.
It does. It's unexpected,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Like that.
That's right. No, you don't even know. Look it up on my phone.
I do.
Look it up on my phone. Look on serendipity. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm using this word right now. You broke my train of thought. What was I talking about? There's a serendipity in authenticity.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. And what I mean by that is, when this is your practical tidbit. Who had that question? I just want to make sure.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Who was it?
Was that she? No, it was Lily.
Lily. Here's what I'm talking about. Here's a practical takeaway. Whenever you're starting to doubt yourself and feel, what does it mean, Amy? Serendipity.
The occurrence and develop events by chance in a happy and beneficial way.
A fortunate stroke of, not luck, but gift. The gift of finding valuable or agreeable things not looked for.
Yeah.
Yes, honey. That was the right word. This is what's your valuable thing that you're not looking for. That's the magical. When you feel the insecurities come on, I want you to do 3 things. Okay. I want you to reach out to someone you trust and love. I want you to share those insecurities and ask for their point of view. So give me an example. When I told Amy, oh my gosh, I'm so too old to be doing this. I'm a type 12 and a flus 14. I don't like the way I look, like I feel. I can't go on this national stage and do this. I texted, called, tweet, cried to her. And she was my trusted friend who spoke her point of view to what I was going through and changed my mind. She changed my thought pattern about that. That's one practical thing. 2, if you have fear and if your insecurities are holding you back from moving forward, do it afraid. That's in this book too. Fear is your frenemy, meaning it can be a friend. When you're feeling fear about moving ahead in something or making some kind of decision or wondering what you should do or not do, that is your sign that something's going right. Just like when fear, like you're walking the street and someone's going to attack you, you feel like, and you have that fear in that gut, and you go with that gut, that fear's right. Your fear is always trying to tell you something, and it's not always bad.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because we self-sabotage. So like, do I make this post? Do I write this book? Do I, reach out to this person? What do I do? You have to do it afraid. You have to do it afraid. Sometimes fear is that litmus test that's telling you, it can tell you bad things and also can tell you good things. Fear is your friend, so do it afraid. So reach out to people, talk through your insecurities, be vulnerable there. Step out, do it afraid if you have fear. And third, you have to build your faith. This is the practical advice I'm telling you. You're like, Kim, how do you do that? You've got to get around people that can lift you up. You've got to ingest, digest, look at, absorb things that are speaking life and not death. Let me tell you something. There's nothing that'll drag you down quicker than a smutty, slutty, nasty show. So I watched it.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
I can't believe I said that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you put in your mind
yeah.
comes out the heart.
It does. You're right.
And I'm not saying don't watch a Real Housewives every now and then, because I do. And I'm not saying watch a little something like, what are we watching now? It's just freaking us out a little bit. So we gossip about. Secession. That is so bad. It is good. So I'm not trying to judge anybody, because we are guilty. You notice how I truly believe dragging people down with me. But I'm just saying, watch what you put in your mind, in your body, in your sight. Because you've got to every day be pouring into yourself faith. Like my mom would say, you become who you hang around. I don't know why I always do I don't know why I talk like this.
She don't really talk about that at all.
Nothing like that. She's very proper. But I just want you to understand it's a different character coming out. And I'm gonna say you become what you ingest and digest.
That's true.
Okay, so you're going to surround when you feel that insecurity, you're going to share it with someone trusted. You're going to do it afraid, and you're going to watch what you're absorbing. Okay, those are 3 practical ways to build your confidence.
I love that.
Is that too much?
No,
I'm oversharing.
It was so good. Before we go on to another question, I do want to remind everybody about the link, right?
So you're such a good little organizer.
Well, thank you. So you can go. What we're here for is not just to talk, but Kim is signing.
Oh,
Actually, you need to sign something.
Okay.
So this is Collecting Confidence. For those of you who are not aware, this is Kim's book that dropped yesterday.
Oh my gosh,
this is Sunday.
Tuesday. Today's Thursday.
Today's Thursday, so it was 2 days ago. It's been a busy week. So, so this was dropped 2 days ago. Kim is signing some copies right now.
Yep.
And you can purchase those right here. And I think this is just such a great gift. It's also something I want to say, your boys and husband are really into collectibles.
Oh, they are. Yeah.
So,
oh my gosh, they are.
No, what I was going to just point out is that a lot of times your husband, I know he did this for.
He collects autograph books.
He'll buy an autograph book to keep and put away as a keepsake, and then he'll buy another. Like I remember, he gave me another book that was signed by the author.
Was it Bono?
No, it was Jerry Seinfeld.
It was Jerry Seinfeld. Oh, I love Jerry Seinfeld. Yeah.
So I read mine. I was like, Travis, have you how much you read? He goes, oh, I haven't read it. He goes, I'm keeping it. Oh wait, he goes, I haven't bought my read copy yet. So he buys a read copy and a keep copy. So I say all that to say,
but we'll not buy 2 sodas at a restaurant. We go to a restaurant and we all have to share what. I mean, it just happened like yesterday. Yes. He got a water, I got a Coke. We all had to share.
So he buys shareable drinks, but not
2 copies of the same book.
So anyway, I say all that to say, you might want to pick up, if you're a Kim McQueen's fan or whatever, pick up one to, as a keepsake and one to read. So
should we put you on QVC? That was a good sales pitch.
Oh gosh, no. Okay, let's go to another question.
Okay.
Let's do a fun one. I love this.
Okay.
What's a favorite memory you have from being Miss Georgia?
That's
a good one.
Honey, I didn't even have to think about it. When I won Miss Georgia, this used to be a tradition. I don't know if it is anymore. When you win Miss Georgia, so all you Miss Georgia.
Oh, and I want to say who that's from. Sorry, that's from Lauren in Texas.
Okay. So winning Miss Georgia's a big honking deal now.
Well, especially back in the day. I mean,
we had 70-something girls.
Let's just talk. We need to pause there just a second and say, for those of you who don't know, pageants have gotten kind of a little bit of a bad rap
but we're bringing it back.
Well, in the past couple years, but back in the 80s and 90s,
my God,
especially in the South, pageants were
everything.
I mean, you would have 100 girls in a pageant.
We had, I think, 78.
Yeah. No, I mean, no question.
So you had one, I think it was 78.
Yeah.
And I'm talking some pretty girls too, and smart. That was not me. I just razzled out with my personality. But what my favorite time as Miss Georgia was after you win, you know, you get ready for Miss America and you're getting all your wardrobe and stuff that. But then before you go to Miss America, there's an annual pageant that is held here in Georgia.
Oh Lord, I know what you're gonna say.
Miss Rattlesnake Roundup. I'll say it again in case you didn't hear me. Miss, and anybody from Georgia, if they still have that pageant, please reach out to me on this chat. Miss Rattlesnake Roundup, and I got to milk a rattlesnake.
No.
Oh yeah, I did. I had a plastic cup. There was some kind of like plastic on top of it. And you'd squeeze the rattlesnake's head, and then you put the fangs in the plastic, and the venom would come out. It's called milking.
Oh my God.
I didn't milk a cow. I milked a rattlesnake. That was the funnest thing I did. At first, I was freaked out. Like, it's freaky because it's rattling. And it's, I mean,
does it feel weird? Is it slimy?
Oh,
or
it's weird. It feels like death. Do you know what I'm saying? Have you ever done that where you've done your two fingers?
Yeah.
How do you do it? Like you do it like this? How do you do it?
I can't remember.
And you put two fingers together?
No, don't you do it like here, do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's how it felt.
Yeah.
That was silly. Oh God, I'm moving my thing. But that's exactly what it was milking a rattlesnake in this rattlesnake roundup. How many people can say that?
That's pretty cool. Okay, here's another good question. Where did it go? Oh, I like this. Catherine from Florida says, what's been a highlight or pinch me moment in your career?
Highlight or pinch me moment. Oh, there's been so many. But you know what? I'm not sentimental.
No, you're not.
I'm trying to really. I think the first one was when the Chemical Queens came out. Remember, it was New Year's. Was it New Year's Day?
It was New Year's Day.
Okay. Yep. And then I just remember being on my social media, Twitter, and it exploded. Like it went from like 300 followers to like 10,000 in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
That was a pinch me moment. That was just right when social media was coming, really coming on strong. Another pinch me moment in my career was our first sold out sign.
Oh, yeah.
That's monumental. You know, when you get a sold out sign, you coming back. Yeah. So that was a big one for me.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of another one. That one that was really great, really great. Oh, there's so many, but those two are really two that just pop out. Do you have any through our career?
A pinch me moment.
You don't. Well, Amy don't get pinched a lot. Okay, and if she did, she's like, yeah, that's okay. What's next?
It'd take me too long to think about.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure there is.
We're moving on.
But
There's some pinch me moments in here.
Yes. Okay. Here's another good question from Sarah in Indiana.
Okay.
If you had a day off, what does your perfect day look like?
Okay.
This is good. This is a good question.
We were just talking about this today.
Yeah.
So I want to wake up whenever I want to, which is probably about 6 o'clock every day because I can't sleep past 10. But we'd be like to sleep at like 8:30.
Okay.
Get up. Go have breakfast with you, mom, the girls, and then go to an all-day spa treatment with massage, facial, steam room, sauna, a cabana boy bringing us our drink of choice, and just like all day, just doing nothing except just talking and laughing and eating.
That sounds perfect.
I know. We're never going to be able to do that.
I know.
We'll be 80 going, we going to do that spa day?
Yeah.
You're getting depressed. Move on.
I'm not getting depressed. I'm just thinking about going to a spa.
I don't want to go. I don't want to fly anywhere.
No, you just want to do it right here.
Right. I wouldn't mind everybody like coming to me.
Yeah.
Like if I could just get a spa on wheels.
Yeah.
But I want a deep tissue massage.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a facial where they just suck it all out.
Tell about
what?
It's too long to tell. When Allison fell in the spa.
We've got stories. That's book number 2. When you take my sister to a spa, it's not relaxing.
I love it. Okay, let's get some more questions. But I want to just remind everybody again about the book. Have you signed this one? You got to sign that one. Let me show everybody. The Kim is signing copies right here. even as we speak. So you can get your copy right here at premiercollectibles.com/Gravel.
I can't believe the book is out.
I know,
It's like birth and triplets.
So exciting. Let's do another question. This is from Susan in New York.
Oh, I love New York.
And Susan, and you know what I'm going to do? Right while I'm asking this question, Kim's going to answer. I'm going to hop over to Facebook too and answer some questions. So while Kim's answering this question, if you want to pop in a question on Facebook, I'll look at those while she's doing this. Let's do what led you to start Belle and Belle Beauty?
Okay.
Susan in New York.
I'm so glad you're asking, Susan. You know, some people think that a lot of people have this like dream of being a fashion designer or starting companies and all. It's never been something I even thought about. When you met me, did I say I want to start a big, huge business?
No, you wanted to be a singer. You want to be Whitney Houston.
So dumb.
You sing really good.
I know, but we all know that ain't gonna happen. Okay. When I stopped chasing and I just started being open to what was coming my way, because believe it or not, I could be a little bit of a control freak.
No comment.
I knew you were going to do that. So for me, letting go of what I thought it was supposed to look like was a big, big game changer for me. And so, because what happens is when you hold on so tightly to what you think it should look like and be, and I'm speaking from experience, y'all, I'm no psychologist, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a counselor, okay? I'm just speaking from my own true experience. That when I held on to what I wanted so tightly, I could not receive the bigger thing that was for me. Because singing is fantastic. What a great gift, to be able to write music and sing, and we did that for like 10 years. But being able to do what I'm doing now is more suited for my personality and through my calling, which is to share edification and edify. So when I decided that I wanted to start this fashion line, 2006, I had wrote in my journal I wanted to be on QVC, because those of you who don't know, QVC is a juggernaut. It's just not a station for old people to get on Easy Pay and buy trinkets. It is a huge, massive, like $100 billion a year corporation where you can truly build brands and change your life and others that are around you. And so me knowing that, I wanted to be on QVC when I was with 2006. I didn't know my butt from the hole in the ground. I didn't know how to start a business. I didn't know how to start a beauty line, fashion line, or any kind of line for that matter. And so I tucked that dream away and I continued to work. And it found me. Because I'm here to tell you, all of you out there stressing, trying, and hustling, you're wasting your time. That's a cricket moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're wasting. If you're out there trying, stressing, trying to make things happen, trying to create opportunities, and hustling, you're wasting your time. I don't believe in the hustle culture. I'm anti-hustle culture. Now, I didn't say hard work, because hard work pays off every time. But hard work opens the door of opportunity, not the hustle. So many people are trying to create the opportunity and are not doing the hard work to prepare for it when it comes. I'm going to say that again. So many people, I see it all the time on social media, and they're hustling and they're talking and they're shucking and they're jiving. And they're trying to create the opportunity. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't create opportunities. Opportunities find you when you put in the work and are open and ready for them when they come. And that's also in the book, The Anti-Hustle Culture. So how Belle Beauty and Belle by Kim Gravel came about, these two massive brands on QVC. I mean, what has exploded in 5 years in these brands is unprecedented. It has happened because A, the favor of God, but B, because we had worked all these years preparing for the opportunity when it came. You say, Kim, how did you prepare? We weren't creating products. We weren't doing our business plan. We weren't growing our social media. We weren't doing any of that. We were preparing our minds and our hearts for the opportunity. Because baby, let me tell you something, I'm getting close when I tell you this. If the opportunity comes to you and you don't have it here and you don't have it here to receive it, if you do get it, it won't last. And if it does last, it won't be successful. You have to prepare your heart and your mind for what God has for you. You don't need to know what that is. That ain't your job. It's not your job to find the opportunity. It was not my job to say, I'm going to create this. It's going to be fabulous. You can't do that. All we did was prepare mentally and emotionally and in our hearts to really receive it when it comes. Mm-hmm. So all of you out there stressing about what you're going to do with your life, stop. Work on you, and the right thing will come. And that is the honest truth. You say, Kim, that just sounds so simple and so pie in the sky. And so it works for you. Let me tell you something. I don't know. Girl, will you tell the people? I don't know how you think we're all that in a bag of chips? We ain't even knockoff chips. We ain't even a bag of chips that's off brand. We're not even a bag of chips that's half eaten, been rolled up and are stale. I don't know how in the world we got where we are, except we were faithful in our preparation and our belief that we had something big for us. And I know there's something big for you too. Mm-hmm. Get the book. I'll just in the book.
I know. It's all in the book.
Okay.
Nicole had a good question on Facebook.
What she
said,
say?
how do you balance being an entrepreneur and being a mom and a wife?
I don't. I'm so unbalanced. Should I say that? Is that negative? Nicole, I'm so unbalanced.
I don't think that's what Nicole wanted to hear.
Okay. Oh, Nicole, I'm not balanced. Half the time. Today, this is so bad, y'all. Today I was like, I just have to have a Coke. I have to have a Coke. I mean, I feel like a drug addict. Oh, I gotta have a Coke. I mean, I'm not balanced. Would you say I'm balanced? Be honest with the people.
No.
Be honest with the people. Okay, explain.
Well,
explain.
I mean, you kind of have roller coaster moments,
yes.
And but
sometimes I'm a bad parent and good at business, and sometimes I'm good at business. I mean, bad at business and good at parenting.
Right.
I think that's a myth, and that's something we're chasing. This balance of life that's bullcrap. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, that was a free moment.
Well, I think there's balance, but you can't do it all, and you can't.
No, you can't do it all.
You can't.
Can't do it all. You can't do it all. Can't have it all. Something is going to suffer at any moment. But what's got to happen is it's not about quantity. It's quality. Mm-hmm. So this is what I say. I don't have much balance. Like right now, these few weeks, there's absolutely no balance in my life whatsoever. The boys are eating chicken McNuggets. We are praying over them, hoping for nutritional value. Travis got some mushroom pizza for you. Need to come over.
What?
And the Esperanza.
Oh my God.
He got the big bag
for tonight.
Okay. So I mean, we're not eating right at all. I probably gained 30 pounds just you're talking about it. What I'm saying is, balance is you will work yourself into exhaustion trying to balance your life. What you've got to do is you've got to be present. And it's not about I've learned this about life and about like parenting and business. It's not about how many meetings I get on. It's about the meetings I do get on are worth it and their quality. It's not about how much time, how many games I go to my kids' games, because there's 14. Can I just say something? Okay. Why you got to play basketball and play 72 games 4 times a week and practice 7 times a week? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no possible way I can go to every one of both of my kids' ball games. And I have to go, oh my God, my mom never came to my games. Because you hear all these kids, Mom, I love you. You came to every ball game. My kids are like, well, she's a hit or miss. But the games I do go to, I'm there and I'm present. Mm-hmm. So it's not so much about balance as it is the quality of what you give of yourself when you're in the moments. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Nicole is going to hate me now. Nicole is like, okay, well, thanks, chick.
I like this question because I'm actually curious about this.
Uh-oh.
Sandy on Facebook.
Okay.
What was your most embarrassing moment live on air and how did you handle it? She says, I'm from PA. I can't remember that. What was your most embarrassing? You remember already?
Uh-huh. I sneezed, farted, and burped all at the same time. I threw it off. I passed gas so loud one time, and it just came out because I was laughing so hard. It was not on QVC. It was Steve Harvey.
Oh,
And
okay.
it was loud and it stunk.
Oh my gosh.
And I was sitting up there. I think Paula White was on the panel with me, and the girl from Orange is the New
Yeah,
Black.
I forgot her
She
name.
looked at me. She heard it. That girl heard that.
Was it when you were laughing?
Yeah.
You were laughing.
Steve heard it. Everybody heard it.
Oh
I don't know
my
if it's like the studio audience, but I was just right there, and I was just
Yeah.
like, "But what do you do when you get older or whatever, and you're sitting on them stools?"
Oh,
What does somebody say?
Travis just texted when you fell asleep.
Oh my God! And there was one time. Okay, I was not even married. I had a oh my God, Greg West, I love you. He emailed me. I gotta get on WATC. I had a talk show on WATC here, a community station in Atlanta, and it was a daytime talk show. Oh my God, I miss it so much. I miss Donna. She's passed away, and Sherry's still with us. But we would go and we would take 2 shows in the morning, and we would go to Cracker Barrel for lunch, and then we'd take 2 shows at night. I should write all this down. 2 shows in the afternoon. And so we taped on Thursdays, and so I'd get the turkey and dressing.
Oh, that'll
That's
do it every
my life
time.
about
That
food.
will do it every time.
Girl, that Cracker Barrel turkey and dressing.
Well, just
so
Cracker
good.
Barrel period, but turkey and dressing. Oh.
So I'd eat it. So I came back. Well, this guy was on, bless his heart. He was talking about carpal tunnel syndrome. I will never forget this. I was dating Travis, we're even married. And so, this whole show was all over Atlanta. I mean, it was a very powerful show. And so I came back, and I was sitting sidecar because I think Donna was interviewing. The guest was here, like where you are. And I was sitting like beside the guest, and we were talking about, with computers and carpal tunnel. And y'all, I got in the middle, I was like this. And that guy was just chit-chat. And that TV was on me, I was like this. And they kept that in. They kept it in. So I farted and told him. Should I say pass gas?
Yeah, say pass gas. Flatulate or something like that.
Flatulate sounds nasty.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let's do one quick. We're getting actually close to wrapping up. We got a few more minutes.
Okay.
Let's remind everybody again for one last question about the book.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I was just going to point there.
Yeah, the book, premiercollectibles.com/Belle.
Every one of them is signed. You got to sign copies.
You will be able to get it after the live stream is over too, if you want to come back and get another one or something. But yeah, so this is super exciting. Signed by Kim Gravel right here, and get your book. So we have one. I love this question.
Okay.
This is from Sarah, and she says, "What is your best advice for someone that is about to turn 18? My daughter will turn 18 in a couple of months, and she is starting to decide her future plans."
Right. Wow, scary, huh?
She has been a fan of yours for several years. She loves Kim and Queen. So
Okay.
all the 18-year-olds are almost 18-year-olds.
Oh my gosh, somebody just texted me and Kim said, "You're most embarrassing."
It's a burp snark.
Burp snark.
Burp snark.
Leave it to Amanda. Anyway, 18 years old. Wow. What can I say? Except the sky's the limit, girl. This is what I don't want you to do. A lot of people think high school is your peaked moment. It's not. You haven't even started.
You need to say that again.
Yeah. High school, don't peak in high school. And tell your daughter that. You don't peak in high school. Let me tell you something about high school. It's small, it's limiting, and it's a pot full of insecurity. High school does not appreciate, celebrate, or initiate individuality. There are so many people that are not good in science that are great in English. You're not good in foreign language, but you're great in, what geographies, world studies, whatever. So, but we try to tell everybody you got to be great at everything in high school. We're trying to get these kids through, and it's just a vicious, or can be a vicious moment. And for some people, it's a moment where they're their very best, and that's sad too. Because at 18, when you get out of your high school and you're going to get out into that big bad world of college or your vocation or whatever is your next steps, the most important thing you can do is stay true to yourself and do the things you love while you're young. Take the next 5 years of your life and figure out who you are and why you are here. Don't wait till you're 40 like most of us. Don't let life happen to you. Let it happen through you. Live. Don't let just experiences come at you. Bad, good. Don't let don't let things come at you and just accept it. Challenge authority. Oh, God. My parents taught me that. And I'm not saying be disrespectful. And I'm not saying, but everybody, all your teachers and all these people and all these Instagram influencers, all these people don't know you. They don't know you to speak into your life. People have to earn that right. People have to earn and earn your respect to have that right. Okay? Be careful what you believe about yourself. Take the next 5 years of your life and find out who you are. Can I tell you another piece of advice? Please don't get wrapped up in no relationship. Don't get wrapped up in a serious relationship where it's going to skew what you want. Because I promise you, what you want at 18 is not what you're going to have or want at 30. So set yourself up for success. And the best way to do that is to take the time for you. When you are in your 20s, it is that most, Amy, how could I say it? In your 20s, your teen, that late teens and early 20s, you're trying to fit. You don't fit anywhere. You're not a career girl. You're not on your own, but you're independent. You don't fully make all of your money for yourself, and you kind of depend on your parents still, if you're lucky, you know. And so it's that time that you really can try some new things that are in your heart. Get quiet and get still. Don't party yourself to death, please. Don't make stupid decisions. Don't take a drink from somebody you don't know. I mean, am I getting basic here? The fentanyl thing is scaring me to death. I think it's things people need to hear. Don't believe everything you hear. Don't sleep with that person. Don't do it. Don't throw your pearls to the swines, people. You're special. You're unique. You're one of a kind. You have to earn this bad boy. If you like it, then put a ring on it. I mean, I'm quoting Beyonce. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of things that you need to do for you. Think about what you want, not what everybody's telling you want or what you need to do or whatever. Get a little bit selfish during that time. Because I promise you, if you do that, it'll pay off in the future. I was long-winded with that one. I love that. That's good advice, though. And truth. I'm going to do one more. Did I just tell people not to sleep around? Okay. It's a good advice, though. I've got to do this one just because I know this is something very dear to your heart. Kaylee says, new mom here, been struggling with balance, been trying to enjoy the present in my sweats with a sweet baby sleeping on me. So I want you to speak to Katie for just a minute. So what's she saying? To ask Katie right now, what's she trying to tell me right there? What's the balance she wants? What is it? I don't know. Read it again. Been struggling with balance. Been trying to enjoy the present. Enjoy the present in my sweats with a sweet baby sleeping on me. There's a whole chapter in this book. I just got chills about early motherhood, and I'm gonna tell you something. This book, even my editors challenged me on this chapter. Am I right or wrong? Yes. And that tells you it's not the most. It's the realest chapter probably in the book from my heart. Early motherhood for me was very tough. Listen to me, very tough. And there's a story about when an older woman in the store came up to me and said, oh gosh, just enjoy these years. They fly by. She was totally right. You got to read the whole book, read that whole chapter to understand what I'm saying. But I know how you feel. And a little piece of you is gone. What's her name? Kaylee. Kaylee? I know you don't want to say that. You need to reach out to me via social media. You need this book. I need to talk to you. Lord, I just burped again. But I'm telling you, I need to talk to you because I know you feel like a little piece of you is gone. And it's laying on your chest in your sweats. So it's different. It's not that it's bad or better. It's just different. But I'm here to tell you, you haven't lost you. Now, balance is going to be hard. I just said it a while ago. You're not going to get it. What you think balance is going to be and what you think balance is going to look like and what we've been taught balance is not what you're going to get. But you can't have peace of mind that this moment in time is so very precious. And what they say about that is true, but that don't make it easy. Because anything worth having that's good is going to cost you a little piece of yourself. And that's what's happened when you birth that baby. A piece of you came out, and it's another human being. And can I tell you now, and I'm on the other side of that, changing diapers, burping, staying at home, watching hours of Jerry Springer, or for me, it was John and Kate plus 8. Or for you, it might be, Fixer Upper or whatever. But I'm here to tell you, enjoy those times while you have it. But just know that piece of you that is missing, there's still something out there to fill that up again. Your calling in life is not to be just a mother. Okay? That's a season of our life. We'll always be mothers. My kids will be 40, they'll still be my babies. But that season of motherhood, that day in and day out grind, is going to change and it's going to grow. And one day they're not going to need you like that. And then what you're going to do is your life. Mm-hmm. Don't lose yourself. Enjoy that moment. I know what you say, try to keep that balance. But hear me, have a little piece of something for yourself, whether it's writing, baking, taking a class. Do something for you that's going to fill up that little emptiness and that little void and that little piece that's missing when you had that baby. Because when you gave birth, you lost a piece of yourself. That's true. That's science. Mm-hmm. Okay? But I promise you, if you can listen to me, do a little something for yourself every single day. Because a motherhood doesn't make you less. It makes you more. Mm-hmm. So there's more for you out there. You are a great mother. Great mother. And what you're doing and having that little baby, what a sacrifice and what a beautiful relationship you're going to have. But don't sacrifice the relationship with yourself just because you're a mother. Okay.
Awesome. Okay, we're going to wrap up with a couple of rapid fire questions.
Oh, God. I hate this. I don't hate it. That's awful to say. Okay. I just never know what I'm going to say. And there's no bleep button here.
Well, don't say anything you got to bleep then.
I've already said fart. What is it? Burpalicious? What did she say?
Burp snark. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Quick. Where were you born?
Seneca, South Carolina.
Who would you want to play you in a movie?
Oh. Do you know?
No.
There's nobody that thin and young. I'm telling you that.
Okay, we'll come back.
Okay, let me think. Okay, go ahead.
What was your first job?
I worked at Bojangles, and it got held up. My first day there, second day there, I got held up. I was frying chicken, got held up, and I quit. By gunpoint. I was held up by gunpoint. My mom will tell you all about it.
What chore do you hate doing?
I hate emptying the dishwasher. I hate it.
What is your biggest fear?
Oh, God. What is my biggest fear? I don't know. What is my biggest fear? What is my biggest fear? I think I've done every stupid thing there is to do. My biggest fear. Oh, I know.
What?
Like my webcam is left on or something. Because let me tell y'all something. Sometimes, because I change clothes at QVC and I forget that the TV's on. And so the other day, he said, Kim, we can see you. So now flashing the producers at QVC.
Who makes you laugh the most?
My sister.
Oh, I knew you were going to say that. Allison is not right. What is the one thing you need to have in your fridge at all times?
Cheese. String cheese.
Really?
Yeah. Let me tell you something. I had something that's like I had a
string cheese.
Well, I had string cheese. I had string cheese. I always string cheese and sliced apples. That's like my favorite go-to snack.
Are you? You are lying. You're lying. Apples and cheese.
No, I didn't say apples. I said that's what I had last night. I said my favorite go-to snack.
I am not.
You are. Ask Travis.
You are lying. You're gonna say your favorite snack is cheese?
No, that was not the question.
I know, but then you just said that.
It's my. What was the question?
The one thing you need to have in your fridge at all times.
String cheese.
Okay. What was your favorite? What was your favorite?
That was judgy.
What was your favorite school subject?
Oh God, I don't know.
Chorus?
No, she hated me.
Bible?
We didn't have Bible.
Okay, we're going to the next one.
Okay.
This is a good one. Who is the
English? English was my favorite. Yeah.
These are rapid fire.
Okay,
it's taking too long.
Okay, sorry.
Who is the most interesting person you've met recently?
Recently?
Or forever, if you can't think of recently.
Oh, I've got a lot. Oh. A friend of mine that I met at BCA, she's very interesting.
Okay.
She's some little balls to the walls, and I like it.
Okay.
Deion Sanders is one of my favorite people.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love him.
I
so
love
much.
Lance Fast. We're going to be doing a live.
What's your favorite word?
Do y'all know what zinger? You can't just pass
I'm
zingers.
sorry.
It's like the little chocolate deviled egg cakes.
I love zingers.
I do too.
Zingers are
Okay,
good.
go ahead.
What's your favorite word?
Y'all.
Mm.
Or nuttier than the squirrel turd. That's a phrase though.
Yeah. Last one. Where do you want to go that you've never been? You better get this one right.
Where is it? What is this? Where do I want to go that I've never been? It's not London. So if you're telling me to say that.
No, I'm not.
Where do I want to go that I've never been? Is it a place?
Yeah.
Tell me where it is.
I know. Israel. Jerusalem.
Oh my God. Israel's my oh God, I can't think I thought about that. Yeah, that's my bucket list trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
The Holy Land.
I have a couple of bucket list trips.
What's your other bucket list trip?
I want to go to South Africa.
Oh, I've already been.
I know.
Let me tell you something. If you ever get a chance to go to South Africa, oh, safaris. Okay, we need to shut up.
Yeah, let me do one other thing because I've seen so many questions about this on the chat. I just have to answer you about a Belle cruise or Belle get together. We are working on it. I promise. It's just everything is so busy right now. We're trying to
It's
find.
her fault.
It's not my fault. It's your fault.
It's not my fault.
You're the one that's so busy.
I'm always ready to party.
So we're working on it. I promise we're working on it. So just stay tuned for that. And then we just got to talk about the book one last time. The signed copies. Kim signed them here tonight. Get your copy at premiercollectibles.com. And I just wanted to say this because I know you won't say it.
Look.
But I just want to also encourage you, if you, because I've seen a lot of people on the chat and questions say you already had the book and you have read it and you loved it. And so what I want to say to you, I want to challenge you is if you've read it and loved it,
review,
but I was going to say gift it to somebody.
Oh,
you know, if you've been blessed by it, if you got something out of it, buy it and give it to somebody. What a good gift to give if you've received something from it.
Before we leave, I just want to say the world is in a crisis of confidence in every kind of way. I mean, financially, politically, emotionally, every kind of way. But I'm here to tell you right now, you've got everything you need inside of you.
Yes.
We all do. And also, we need more of who you are in the world.
Yes.
So step into it.
Mm-hmm.
Walk boldly in your collective confidence. I love you.
Thank you for joining us, y'all. Bye.
Peace out.
Hey, this is John Acuff, New York Times best-selling author of 7 books and someone who's done a live signing. If you like the one you just watched, make sure you check out our YouTube channel. It's full of amazing authors having great conversations and signing books for viewers just like you. So make sure you subscribe, and thanks for watching today.